Hi! Hi everyone, welcome. Welcome back to the drums of the Empire. D&D. We are back with our lovely Iron Mogs campaign, wherein we are adventurers in weird space. You know, the space between spaces. Spaces that aren't spaces, but are spaces. within spaces and about spaces. This space is my channel. Hi, I'm Slappy Meats, and I run this space. But I am also a player in tonight's game. I am Seldov, the Vampire Rogue. And I am joined here. Oh, wrong way. I'm joined here. Lovely on cam. Finally, we have Selnica. Who you be? If I recall, the half-elf paladin. Felton. Down below, we have Mulei Kisune.
Greetings all, I am playing Yozora, the Warlock.
We have Lolo Man. Besides,
This one greets you. I am One Ulise, the cleric druid mushroom person.
yeah, he's so aggressively good. And I've been saying your name wrong the whole time. It's just Buonybee, isn't it?
I go by many different names. It's pronounced many ways.
Like the devil.
Whichever you feel more.
There are some who call him Tim?
But yes, I am Wither, the Tabaxi Hunter.
Oh, good kitty. Which brings us, speaking of good kitty, that brings us to such a good little winged bat kitty. It's such a good little mug, and will be very nice to us. We have Iron Mog is our DM, taking care of us through this adventure. Look at this fucking monster on screen. It's a good pet. It'll be great. Everything's gonna go.
It's not Mog we gotta worry about, it's the dice.
It's true. But hail travelers.
I leave us in your capable hands. Oh yeah, speaking of which, put your graphic back up, because you ain't playing.
We're doing it!
Well,
yeah. Last time you guys had encountered some of these strange creatures in the mines, it seemed that they kind of overran the place and had their run of things for a little bit until they met the ingenuity and the clever teamwork of this group of individuals who worked together to burn the problem away, it seemed.
Quite literally.
Then there was a little bit of exploration. We found some cool stuff. I believe Philomena's got a brand new spanking super sweet weapon on their possession now, so that's nice.
Very spanking.
Yeah, very spanking new. It's gonna smite spank. Yeah, we'll stick with that. But yeah, there have been some investigations and some explorations of the mine. You guys have poked around. You've seen that, for the most part, things are just kind of in an abandoned state. There's nothing that is yet in any sort of disrepair or horrible misuse. And you made it to this bottom section, this very further deep tunnels under the mines. That is probably where an expansion, you might assume, was planned to take place. You've seen some crystals kind of growing on the walls in a couple of places, and you saw this great big hulking, just nasty looking mass of limbs and angst hanging out down here. You got not a great vibe from it. In mass, the group decided to get together, come down here, and probably take care of this, because you know what? It's just the way it is. You guys have heard a story or two about adventures. You kind of know how these things go. Being that you've been in the city before, you've heard this tale told countless times. We went into a mine, there was a big creature, we killed it. Well, you've gone into a mine, you found a big creature. Now it's your chance to try and kill it. As it's definitely looking at you, well, those of you that it's spotted, like you're all some snacks. Philomene being I believe, very... Yeah, some snacks in here. But being the very
far back for the scene.
The very obvious, like, working and just doing her job, basically, kind of got the attention, standing in the middle, and was just like, yo, what's up? Come at me, bro. And then Wither's kind of sneaking along over here, not really been spotted yet, just looking for that opportunity to do something. We got Dove over here and waiting. Hasn't been spotted yet because they're behind some rocks at the moment. Same with the one who leans. And then far enough back, Yuzoro's not even a blip on this thing's radar, but right there in the center, our good friend Philomene has got this creature's attention. So we're gonna start. We're gonna throw some initiatives on the table. We're gonna start this fight up.
And to be fair, to defend the belligerent approach here, we had one, a deal with the dwarves, and two, that thing's counteroffer was. So
That's true.
It's not really that persuasive.
Not a very good negotiator.
Didn't bring a lot to the table, I gotta say.
Yeah. Doesn't have a lot going for it. So yeah, you're definitely in the right.
Go. Hello?
Ooh, speedy mushroom today.
Ah, I get too much open.
Zoom.
Oh.
Man, we'll get Dove's initiative here in a second. Creature will roll. We'll set everything up. We'll unpause and we'll get rolling. Aha, get it? Dice jokes.
I'm refreshing real quick. It wasn't letting me interact with anything.
These mother heckers.
Why can't I? Okay, now I can. I can't get to the combat tab. I can't change tabs on the upper right.
If you right click on it, does it open a window?
I tried.
Everybody else can get to it, right?
Yeah, I didn't have
Yeah,
any
yeah.
problem.
I rolled.
That doesn't mean you got to.
Try a refresh.
I just did.
That's
I can click
that is a
I can
whole
click the
new
buttons
issue
on the
I've
left.
never
I
seen.
can't click on any of the tabs on the right hand menu.
What?
Or even in the.
If you double click on your token, does it open your character
It
sheet?
does.
Can you click the initiative on the character
That
sheet?
I can do. Where is that? Inspiration.
Because yeah, if that doesn't work, that's a bigger problem for sure. I mean, it's already a big problem.
Oh, there's.
I thought we were only going to fight one boss, not two.
There you go, that's initiative.
Okay. Alright, so at least that
Maybe
works.
unpausing the game will fix it. I don't know.
Let's hope so. Put you over here.
Creature's not feeling very speedy, apparently.
It's just barely speedier than me.
Yeah, I do not know
Fuck.
why that would work for everyone but you. That's so weird. You're not using like Safari as your browser, are you?
Excuse me. No, I'm not. Ugh, do I look like I
Alright.
use a Mac to you? Oh my god.
Imagine, right?
Putting on makeup. I got a scare on my fucking wrist.
Alright. That is definitely concerning. Let me know if it gets worse or if you can't interact with anything in like other places. It shouldn't hopefully be an issue, since you can get your character sheet. So,
Yeah.
on my fingers crossed, hope that everything just works.
Yep.
Because the good news is, we're going to start with Dove as our first combatant.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Alright. The game is unpaused. The map is active. Combat has begun.
There's the music.
do it.
Okay. Ah,
Dove, you have the first
get out
initiative.
of here. Go away. I was just trying to see if maybe like my push to talk was what was fucking with it somehow. If F2 somehow disabled things. It doesn't seem to be.
Maybe?
He's not doing it. Okay.
Well, that's just unfortunate.
For integrity's sake, I will say that I rolled fairly low stealth, and it seemed to notice that I was there. But I am.
Yeah, you had unfortunately rolled a fairly low stealth roll, so it's not unaware of your presence. It's just not paying attention to you because it's got this meal kind of out in the open that it's more concerned with. And now, rolling a stealth check now is definitely something you could do if you wanted to use part of your action economy to hide and then try to get the advantage on it, by all means.
Look, I can't help it if I place this back, okay?
That's true.
Oops. Damn it. Did not do that. I was just trying to measure.
Mouse slip.
Then hell yeah, do it to it.
Okay. I'm going to use my movement. Dove, seeing Philommede's clear gung-ho efforts, will say, "You've got this." Use my movement to sprint out, action to dash, to go into this little crystal cavern. Bonus action to hide.
Roll it.
That's better.
Ooh, that's
That's a
nice.
pretty good.
Now we're talking.
Pretty good roll, yeah. That was way better than the 3 you had, unfortunately.
Certainly. Alright. I'll just take care of things over here.
It has not spotted you.
I forgot I existed. Alright, awesome.
Well, that's what that
Clearly.
was.
Okay, so that'll be my turn.
Other still thinks that you're where you used to be. It's also good.
True, yeah. Alright, you said that was it?
Yep. This music is making me think of Wild Arms, like heavy metal Wild
Yeah,
Arms.
it's got
music.
like a good
Kinda
whistle
like-
to it.
yeah, the
Definitely.
You got me head bobbing with this music.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks. Yozora, it is now your turn.
I got my new.
I
new
have a
lipstick.
plan.
It's NYX.
I need to wait for it to
But
get
it's-
close to, bleh. I just had my not sealed, the wrong person. Famalda?
Bellamy.
Philomene. Sorry, I'm still working that.
Maldehyde?
Not quite. But since it's, can I tell if it's clearly got an eye on her?
Oh yeah. There's nothing you need to roll or insight or anything. You can tell the creature has spotted and is definitely looking at Philomene as if, oh, that's dinner.
Okay. First things first, wiki check.
All right. I will put the list in chat as well because there's a few things to go through. You have slashing strike, crushing strike, common foes, hastened assault, indignant rebuke, watch and wait, opportunistic blow, feed off the rune, unbridled ire, begrudging restraint, untested resolve, and grudge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is a healthy amount of crap to learn. Which chat was it in?
I'm gonna put it in game here in a second. I'm just writing it all out.
Okay. I'm like, I need to double check that list.
Oh, this color.
Because I know I got a fairly good idea what the rebuke is, given Warlock shenaniganry.
There's your list.
Common foes.
Yes, a good choice, sir. Alright, common foes. As a bonus action, this creature selects 2 enemies it can see, weaving a link of magic between the two. When one of the 2 linked players takes damage, the other one takes the same amount of damage. This lasts until the start of this creature's next turn. At the end of their turn, one of the linked players may attempt a charisma save in order to end this effect early. This ability can only be used while the creature is in the ire state.
Okay, so next on the list is Unbridled Ire. Good to know. Okay, anyways. So, I'm going to hold my action. I'm aiming to cast Fairy Fire when this thing gets close to field of me.
Okay. Do you want it to be within melee range, or just when it gets close?
Hopefully melee range of her is my goal. Because I want to be able to give her the best chance of smacking this thing silly, slash everybody else who might be in the area. And playing the smart character, shooting an Eldritch Blast at this thing right now might just aim it at me.
That's not bad reasoning. Yeah, good point, good point. I like that. I like where your head's at. Alright, so ready action is going to be when the creature comes into melee range with a Philomene. You will Fairy Fire upon it. If you want, you can move, reposition yourself if you feel necessary. If you want, like, better, like, if you want to move here or something so you have better aim in case it moves, like, here or here or something. Other than that, I believe, unless you've got anything else, that's it. And we'll move to one who leans.
Alright.
I will move to this position just so I have that, so it's not I didn't say anything.
Open up that wide stance, absolutely. I dig it.
I'm gonna, first off, as a bonus action, I'm gonna pray for the omniplanar knowledge of the wiki gods to tell me what Unbridled Ire does.
The wiki gods speak, child. Alright, Unbridled Ire. This creature begins combat in the Ire state. While in this state, the creature gains access to certain abilities and increases its movement speed to 50 feet. When this creature's second turn in the Ire state ends, it targets each player with an aura of magic, and this creature can no longer spend its reaction to make an attack of opportunity. This aura extends out to a 10-foot radius around each player, cannot be dispelled or removed in any way. At the end of the round, this creature will leave the Ire state and enter the Begrudging Restraint state. Entering the restraint state and gaining the access to the new abilities and losing access to the abilities it had during Ire. At the beginning of the creature's first turn during restraint, each of these 10-foot auras will explode with a surge of magic, dealing 2d8 points of force damage in the area. Each player may roll a con save, taking half damage on a success. This process repeats, beginning at the end of every second turn the creature takes while it is in the Ire state. If a player is within additional overlapping auras, the damage they take increases significantly. If you're in 2, the damage is increased to 6d8. 3 is 9, 4 is 12, and so on.
So, nobody get close to each other.
Sounds about right.
So that will start at the end of its second turn in the Ire state.
Okay. That was my
I really do need to
bonus
stay out
action.
of sight.
As my action, I will pray once more, but this time to the divinities of life, wherever they might be in this distant plane, to bless my companions. And I'm gonna cast Bless on Yuzora, Felimi, and Wither.
Hail yeah.
Plus, 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 plus.
Even here in this distant plane of strange energies and ephemeral unnature, the life stream responds, and the blessings are upon your allies.
Perfect. And I believe I will remain somewhat hidden here.
Sounds like a plan to me. All right. Unless you got anything else, Wither, I think you're up.
Yep, that's my turn.
Alright, I do have a question for mine.
What's up, homie?
There is an ability that I have
Go
that
on.
I'm curious about whether it affects just my damage or everyone's damage.
What is it? What you got?
I've got Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark will augment your damage.
Just my damage. Okay.
Correct. And it works a little differently than the spell. I run it a slightly different way. But ultimately, it won't really change anything since it's only a single creature.
Okay. So, what I am going to do is, since I am hidden right now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and stay hidden as well, since he's got his attention unfailing me. Do I need to do that as an action as well?
Nope, it has already failed against your stealth. Unless you want to re-roll your stealth for whatever reason, then it would get another roll against you, but right now it has not seen you.
Like maybe if I like if I move like closer to him, would that cause that to happen or no?
No. Right now you are still stealthed. As far as it's concerned, as far as the dice are concerned, you have not been spotted. You can move around, do whatever. As long as you take no actions to reveal yourself, it will not know where you are. Now, shooting it, that will definitely reveal yourself.
I do have a quick question or two once this is done.
Absolutely.
So, I am actually going to move up into this little nook right ahead of me. I imagine it's probably to another area, but I will not think about that yet. So I will kind of move up here.
No, that's just a little nook. You're safe. It doesn't go anywhere else.
So, and then I will go for... Now, can I use my action and bonus action for wiki checks?
No, unfortunately, it's a bonus action only.
Okay, so for my bonus action, I will...
Thanks for that follow.
I will do another wiki check
Whenever it might be.
for
We can keep the conceit of anonymity.
begrudging restraint.
Begrudging restraint, you say?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. It's kind of
At specific times during combat, this creature will enter this state. While in this state, the creature gains access to certain abilities. The closest enemy to this creature is marked with Grudge. This creature has 3 reactions it may use per round. It has increased AC, and the damage dealt to this creature is tracked. So when this creature's second turn in the restraint state ends, it will target a random player with an aura of magic, and this creature will once more be able to spend its reactions to make attacks of opportunity. This aura will extend from that player out 20 feet, and it cannot be dispelled or removed. At the end of the round, this creature will leave the restraint state and enter the ire state. While entering the ire state, it will once more gain access to the ire abilities and lose access to the restraint abilities. And at the beginning of the creature's first ire turn, the player in the 20-foot aura will explode with a surge of magic, dealing necrotic damage in the area equal to half the total damage this creature took while in the restraint state. This damage is split between all players within the area of effect in a manner of their choosing. This process will repeat, beginning at the end of every second turn the creature takes while in the restraint state.
I see.
So there you go. It swaps back and forth. It'll do 2 turns of ire, 2 turns of restraint, and then back and forth, back and forth. At the end of ire, it targets all of you, and then we'll do a small AoE on each of you. At the end of restraint, it will target one of you, and we'll do a massive AoE on that person that can be mitigated and split between everybody who stands in that area.
It's unavoidable damage.
Correct.
Fun.
My man, that's
That is
2d8.
why you get to choose where it goes.
Even the ire that hits all of us, that's 2d8.
Mm-hmm.
That's my hit die.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Kill it quick.
Ouch.
That was actually one of my questions. Can it do the aura on creatures that it's not aware are present?
Yes.
Okay.
Double
Kill it.
ouch.
The lesson is kill it fast.
And
There's a reason I'm waiting to be able to get this thing with a fairy fire.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And there's a reason why I'm going to do for my regular action. It's going to be a held action with my longbow. Once it gets in within melee range of Phalene as well.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna say fairy fire is set up. We don't have time to set up. Just kill that thing.
And also, I am going to be using one of my +1 arrows on that too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I also have one of those.
And the 2d8 can be reduced to half if you make the con save.
Yes, how many of us can do that con save? Because I think I can, but who else can?
Probably not me.
Gestures towards the Divine Prayer Book and the good berries. I told you, I planned for this.
You get a chance to even eat them, unless we get fucking felled immediately. Unavoidable damage on the first opportunity.
Just hold it in your mouth so that if you go down, you accidentally bite down on it.
I'm gonna say it again. Kill it fast. We got 4 turns before it starts going to shit. Kill it fast.
We don't. It started in ire.
Yeah, but it doesn't start with us having the aura thing.
We will have it next turn. And it will explode at the end of next turn.
I do, in fact, have all confidence that you will all come out victorious.
It will explode at the beginning of its turn that it spends in... that it shifts to restraint, right?
Correct.
Then we have...
So it is telegraphed. It will start at the end of its ire turn and will not actually go off until the beginning of its restraint turn.
So the rest of this
So we
turn,
got 2 turns.
one more turn, and then the beginning of this next.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And also, can I have it to be where my longbow shot goes after the fairy fire?
Yes, you may. You may, in fact,
You
set
can hold
that
it
as your trigger. Once the fairy fire is cast, you fire your longbow.
Yep. That's the way it'll be.
Okay.
that's how I'm going to end my turn. Actually, wait a minute. Sorry.
Go on.
Can I have a held item interaction?
Yes, but then you won't be able to fire your longbow.
Good point. Good point. That's actually a very good point. Never mind. I retract my previous.
If you think about that, that talisman of aiming,
Mm-hmm.
you could just use it now.
It was already used as bonus action, unfortunately.
Is that not item interaction? Oh no, it says
It is a bonus action.
shatter,
Usually, yeah.
release the magic within as a bonus action. That's part of the art inscription.
Yep.
I don't think I have one of those actually still.
Not? Fuck. Okay.
Nope. I used it earlier.
Oh, that's true. You have used yours, yeah.
Used it.
So,
Do you have
yeah, I
plans?
used it in the big boss battle because we were missing so many times the first boss battle or whatever.
Let's hope the dice are more clement this time.
Alright, so held action to fire longbow at the creature once the fairy fire has been cast, correct?
Correct.
Alright. Unless you have anything else, it is now the scavenging husk's turn.
That is all I've got.
Fuck. Coming. So far.
The creature rears back, roars, leaving just a screeching, bellowing sound cascading throughout the cavern, and will quickly, faster than it seems possible, move towards Philomene. Go ahead, cast your fairy fire.
Just
Snap of the fingers, and a blast of fire. Or,
Do you want it like there? Or there?
I'll move it. I'll
Or
keep
there.
it down a little bit. The
There?
yes, just in case it moves towards anybody else, I can give a little bit more of it.
Okay, absolutely, absolutely. Go ahead, fire longbow. You have advantage on the attack as it has not spotted you.
Now, how do I do it as advantage?
If you hold shift and click, it should automatically roll it as advantage.
does it make it dex save?
Now, do I need to add now for the extra arrow? What do I need to do for that?
That one, just remember that you used one, so you can take one off, and it will add 1 to the attack and to the damage. It will not be tracked immediately, but that one will just be, we can look at it and add +1 to it.
Okay.
And yeah, it will also be making a dexterity save against the fairy fire as this is shot. So go ahead and make your shot, and it's going to try and make the save.
17.
It's going to fail.
Fina, freakingly!
Yes! Yes! Ah! It's stuck.
And then that would be a 17, correct?
Yeah, that is going to be a 17 to hit.
Well, wait a minute. Wait. That didn't roll as advantage, anyways.
Yeah,
There's
have the advantage on that roll.
There's a plus on the result, on the attack roll, and you can click that plus and it'll roll it at advantage.
Yep,
Far better.
That's
which is still going to hit.
Oh yeah.
It's unfortunately not a crit, which you might have been fishing for, but it is still definitely going to hit.
Okay. And then
Big bump.
it adds another damage, correct?
+1. 9.
And then
9 damage.
so it's 9 damage then, is that right?
Yep, and it'll add 1 to the damage as well, so it's going to be a total of 9 points of damage as you kind of lean out from your little nook here and shoot it in the ass as it is getting up to Philomene. It is suddenly just hit by this burst of wild, chaotic magic. Yeah, it takes a little chunk of damage there.
Okay.
Okay, that's doable.
Yeah, see,
Right? Just do that like 10, 20 times.
Gotta get that hunter's mark on it though. We gotta pump those numbers.
Those are rookie numbers. We gotta pump those up.
Oh, trust me, I will be bringing out that hunter's mark.
Potions are for closers.
I've got set up a plan depending on how things go, but I've got ideas on how to make things happen.
Oh, I'm so happy about this fairy fire. That shit is my best friend. That shit is a rogue's best friend.
As long as you're not the one in the middle of it, right?
I mean, true.
Conferring advantage for a rogue just all the time. Oh, juicy.
So I have to double check something because it failed the dexterity save. Oh,
It's stuck.
never mind. I'm now reading the spell again. It's like, oh, it will, even if it leaves the fairy fire, as long as I'm concentrating, it'll glow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. As long as fairy fire will remain up, even if the creature leaves the area, you will have advantage on your attacks because it just fucking glows now.
Stuck to
What
it.
color would you like it to glow?
Well, just sticking with the theme. I'm gonna go with blue on this one, actually.
All right, it'll be glowing blue.
Blue. Calming. blue.
Dabba-dee, dabba-die.
Now, yeah.
So basically, it's a demon core and it's glowing blue.
Got him.
It's like,
All right. As the creature comes into range, the magic fires off from Yozora, just battering it with this like assault of Phallites, and you see it kind of just bask in this weird blue glowing light now, and it just kind of like shakes its head. It's like it doesn't like that, and then it gets shot in the ass from an arrow by Wither, and it kind of hisses in surprise at that, but it is already up here and concentrated on Philomead, so it's going to make an attack. And you see it raise up several of its limbs.
Raise up.
Yeah, raise up. It's going to try a slashing strike against Philomead.
Oh my good smell.
That is going to hit.
Ouch.
So I need you to also make me a dexterity saving throw in addition to that constitution saving throw. The dex save and the con save are both good. Hell yeah. Look at that bless putting in work.
Yeah!
Nice.
Mushroom power.
Yeah, that con save was a fail without that bless. Nice.
okay, so at the very least for the con save for this, it's a 14.
So it will deal 8 points of slashing damage, but you see its limbs kind of like are just moving preternaturally just faster than you can expect, but you manage to just dodge out of the way of all of it, and as it tries to cut deep, you kind of resist that as well. Block it a little bit with your shield, kind of turn it away, and that will start us off on your turn.
Alright. Let's see. I think I've got an idea on what I want to do, but I just gotta check a couple things real quick. Yeah.
Hey, another follow. Thank you.
By all means.
Very much appreciate. Notice I get more followers when I put on makeup.
Alright, so let's start with a melee attack with my sword.
Hell yeah, you using that new sword?
Yep.
That new hotness. Nice. Remember, you have advantage on the attack.
Hold on.
Alright, I mean, a 19's still gonna hit, so it still works.
Consistency.
It really wanted that 19.
Alright. Anything to add to that? Or you just want to stick with that 9 damage right now?
No, it's in the Fairy Fire. We're gonna take full advantage of that, and we're gonna use Divine Smite.
All right, so we'll take the 9 points. Smite away.
No, I won't use the arrow.
Should I cast it at level 2 just for the sake of the additional D8 from the sword, or should I just cast it normal?
The
No.
more damage, the better.
Yeah, really. Unless you have if you have a second level ability that will let you do yet more damage, then use that. But yeah, pump the damage as much as you can. You've got
Yeah,
it.
just-
You've got
just
it.
Oh,
roll
no,
it
that
normal?
that wasn't my question, but yeah.
Yeah, just roll it normal,
Yeah.
and then roll an
This
extra
thing-
D8.
This thing needs to not
Oh,
see
for
a
the
turn
sake of the
three.
extra. I see what you mean.
This
Look
thing
how it
needs
rolls
to
two
not
different
see a
dice.
turn 3. Is the thing.
Yeah.
It
Really,
does not
we
seem
gotta
turn
rush
3.
this damage.
All right, so we're gonna get a total of 12 points of extra damage against the creature.
Imagine we're playing Magic and Vintage. Like, turn 3 is not an option.
Alright,
What's other?
and
Hell
then we're gonna
Oh, for
follow
the
that up
undead.
with a nice little smack to whatever amounts to its face with a shield backhand.
All right, go ahead, try and backhand it with that unarmed bap. Bap.
Oh,
All
that's
right,
that was
unfounded.
pathetic.
At advantage.
Wait, those
At advantage, though.
Oh, right, that.
That's much better.
Oh,
That's
that's
a little bit
better.
better.
Hey, there we go.
A little bit extra damage on as you give it a quick backhand.
Okay. Okay.
That moment when you're so blue you can't be missed.
Right?
And I'm gonna hand with an item interaction to eat that final good mushroom that I have.
No, it's
That's
an action.
unfortunately.
Oh, that's an action. My bad.
Mm-hmm. They're a little chewy.
Yeah.
They're so dense. It's just
It's so much caloric content in it.
yeah, it's like eating an
For
MRE.
Potion of healing, is it an item interaction or an action?
For what now? For what?
For drinking it.
Or for drinking a potion of healing? That is an item interaction. You basically just whip it off your belt. Chug
Alright,
it.
so we're gonna chug that for the sake of getting back up.
Sounds good. Quick boosty.
There we go. And I do believe that's my turn.
All right, Dove.
Okay. Item interaction. No. Ugh. Bonus action. Yes. Bonus action. I will eat my graham cracker.
I like that it's a graham cracker.
Yeah, it's imagine like a little brittle little chip, and just
Eh.
I take it out and I just and
Hell yeah.
I do a scooch, and I loose with one of
Hell
the
yeah.
with one of
Fire
the
away.
good boy arrows.
Ooh.
Where are those? Okay, I have 7 of them. Okay, I will use one of those. So whatever this is gonna be will be +2.
Yep, +2 hit and damage. Get it!
Oh wait, does it do it? Oh, disregard. It'll just be +1 because it'll actually roll with the +1 for the arrow.
Okay. That'll do it.
Cool. And right? Does it show? Oh, I can't click it and I can't check. Okay, well anyway. And of course,
Sneak attack!
sneaky baby. Oh, it's +2. Okay. There's only one because I'm not using my sick knife, but Once I get closer, I trust I will.
I mean, that's fair.
Okay. That'll be my turn. Because I can't re-hide, unfortunately. So use my bonus action for the talisman. But
Also,
squeezing that damage.
the dagger does not need to be the weapon to do the extra sneak damage.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, that is a passive effect that enhances your sneak attack abilities with the powers of being unseen.
Oh fuck.
So does that mean he seldom gets
Yep.
that extra one anyway? Oh,
Yep.
nice.
Roll another sneak die.
I'll just roll the effect again because I can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, might as well.
Did you say more damage? I will take more damage.
Squeeze out 3 more. Let's do it. So what's specific to the knife is that when I'm unseen, the knife does another of its damage die. Okay, but it gives me more sneak. Oh shit!
Your sneak attacks are a little bit stronger just by the nature of being unseen. The shadows have blessed you.
That is a wonderful knife.
Oh my god.
I have a question.
What's up?
Can I use an action to feed someone a good mushroom?
Yeah.
Is that an? Oh, you're making me blush.
Okay, good. I'll keep that in mind. Proceed.
Any other movement for you there, Dove?
So we move 25. I have 10 more. Oh yeah, it shows. 5, 10. Oops. I will remain here,
Okay.
so I can close the distance later. Actually, I don't fucking have to. I actually rather would not. Now that I know that Yeah, the extra damage from the knife is not worth getting closer to it. If I get more sneak attack from doing this anyway, then I'm gonna be here.
Or closer to any one of us.
Yeah, with the auras? Yeah, I'll be here. I'll just be here. I'll be vibing.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Take a little cover.
Yozora, I do believe that brings
Ow.
us to your initiative.
Absolutely changed my plans. That's fucking awesome.
Okay. Is using one of the oil flasks I have to hit this thing with it and hopefully coat an oil an item interaction, or is it an actual action?
If you want to throw a flask of oil at it to try and coat it, that will be an action.
Okay, what would I have to roll for that?
That would be a dexterity check, essentially, since it would be a improvised attack with a ranged weapon.
Oh, that's not nice. I don't have crap for dexterity.
It's not the best.
Okay, I'm not lighting that thing on fire. Then this turn.
Missed.
Wiki check. We've talked about the ire, restraint, common foes.
Can't scroll.
Have we done watch and wait?
We have not.
Wait. Something from the other ones was. Never mind. Scratch, watch, and wait. Grudge.
Ah, Grudge. Very well. Grudge is placed upon the closest enemy to this creature during the restraint state. If that enemy is hit by the crushing strike, the Grudge will deal an additional 1d6 of damage to them.
Okay, that's not as bad as I thought that was.
Oh,
Oh shit! It deals 1 F6. We're fucked.
yeah, I just saw that typo.
It actually.
Oh fuck.
Wait. What does an F6 do?
It actually reduces the luminosity of the whole area.
Fuck, it's dealing damage in hexadecimal now.
Now we're fucked.
I don't think any of us have one of 6 hit point. It's basically a one-hit kill. And I'm pretty sure.
There we go.
And I'm pretty sure that's the rule. It invokes the salsa rule.
Well,
Just gonna
since
fuck with
like
me.
I said, I don't have dexterity worth shit. I'm gonna sling an Eldritch Blast at this thing.
Definitely not a bad idea.
At advantage.
I'm trying to. It doesn't want to work the macro. Give me a second here.
Is it shift or control?
Shift.
I don't remember. Shift. Yeah, just
It should
roll
be
it
shift,
while,
yeah.
while holding shift.
Oh shit!
Yes.
And that's a crit!
Yes.
Very nice.
Nice.
Zora basically just holds up their hand. There's just a moment, and just a burst of power comes from it. They point it forward and snap their fingers, and a much larger than normal blast just careens across the room. And to play off of something that was said from the last session, there's an exit wound, but there's not an entrance wound.
Hell
Nice.
yeah. What else you got? Anything? Movement.
I'm going to duck to the side over here because I no longer need to be exactly looking at this thing, or in direct charge.
Fair.
And yeah, I think I'm. Why did I lose concentration?
No, you gained concentration. I forgot to put it on you when you did the fairy fire.
Okay, wait. I'm still
No, I should-
concentrating. I'm not. I want that thing to be easier to hit. Case in
I
point.
should have concentration too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Anyways, that'll be it for me.
One who leans.
Abomination to the cycle. The bell tolls for thee.
I'm gonna toll the dead.
Can't do great.
Dink donk.
Right.
I'll just roll the d12.
Nice. Juicy. If it takes it, it does not fuck.
Ugh. Well, it's saved.
Damn right it did.
Creature just growls in response.
Yeah. I want everybody to notice that I said that with utter confidence, and I'm gonna now hide behind the rock. Okay, that's my turn.
All right. Wither.
Wait, I still have a bonus action for wiki check if we have
Absolutely.
something to check.
We got plenty. Trust me.
The list is so far.
There you go. Reposted the things that are still left.
Perfect. I will hasten assault.
Yeah.
Seems interesting. Check that.
All right. This creature will use a bonus action to grant itself a slightly more rapid double attack against the target. The next target hit by a melee attack from this creature while it is in the ire state will deal an additional die of damage unless the target makes a dex save.
That was.
Philomead made that dex save, so it didn't hit it twice.
Gotcha.
That's good to know.
I think Bless might have been the right choice.
It was good, man.
We'll see how this goes.
Wither, I do believe you're up.
All right. After that, Wither is going to pull back his bow as he is marking him.
Hunter's mark, you say?
Like
Hunter's mark.
marking,
Yes.
like in the Omegaverse. Or... Might not be that kind of encounter.
Now it's saying cast at level.
Yeah. Basically, that allows you to upcast it if you want to. I believe upcasting it makes it last longer, but at the moment, I don't believe you have any extra spell slots with which to do so.
Okay. I'll just do it normal cast then.
Yeah, you just have, I think, first level spells at this point.
Okay. And then I will also, like I said, pull back my bow and fire again.
Absolutely. And again, you have advantage on the attack.
And I will be using another one of those +1 arrows as well.
Hell yeah.
$18.
Alright. And then go ahead and roll your d6 for the Hunter's Mark damage. Unless you want to use that one from
Already.
before.
Good.
What kind of question is that? If you give me the option.
Yep. So, yep. There we go. So that gives me.
Alright, it's going to be 10 points of damage from the arrow itself, and then an extra 2 as the Hunter's Mark helps your arrow find its target a little bit more vulnerable.
Nice.
Any movement for you?
I am also going to back off a little bit myself. I'm going to back off to here.
Wither's going after that chest. You guys realize, right? You can steal the loot. Full
Oh, no.
Mark. Here it
Catch
comes.
him!
Hey.
Oh, come on. I'm the only one in the party that hasn't gotten some loot. And that might be because the dice said no on one of the items I checked, but that's beside the point.
But I have also found a couple of very good items too. And
But imagine it has something that deals 50 damage. Maybe it's worth it to check it during
Yeah,
combat.
there's a mini nuke inside.
Right, there's a fat boy in there. Alright. A little bit of movement. Gotta move away. You've done your bonus action. You've done your main action. I think that's gonna be it. We'll move on to the Scavenger Hulk, who seems to not be having a good time about this. It's very angry, it seems.
One might say we've drawn its ire.
Zengi.
Alright, let's see. Who's it gonna pick? One of them's gonna be Philomene. And let's see, the other one, it's going to be, let's see, you can sort of see Dove. You didn't stealth or anything. I definitely can see Wither. I can't really see one who leans. I can sort of see Zora. So I think it's going to pick Wither. Alright.
Not being mean, but I breathe a sigh of relief.
The creature will kind of pause for a moment. You'll see its kind of strange, spindly arm, leg things kind of wave in the air a little bit. And Philomene and Wither feel some magic kind of weave through the air and link the two of them intrinsically. And then is going to make an attack against Philomene.
Well, here's hoping you manage it.
And I believe a 19 hits you.
It does.
Alright, go ahead and make the Constitution saving throw.
Ah.
Damn, look at that blast putting in that work. Alright, you will resist the extra effect on that, but you will take 10 points of slashing damage.
Shit.
And Wither will also take 10 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
That was a problem.
And that is the creature's actions, so it will end its second ire turn. And each of you feel the magic as the aura begins to pulsate around each of you. Just like a little arrow over your head and a little circle around you. And you hear a whom, whom, whom.
Oh, great.
If you have anything to heal, now's the time.
And it will end its ire state and enter its restraint state. Philomene, it is now your turn.
Alright. Just give me a minute. Alright, well, I don't have any spells left, so it's still gonna be just nice normal attack with the brand new sword.
Hell yeah.
Alright, do we still attack with advantage?
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh well, no crit. But still.
Yeah, bummer, right? But it will still absolutely hit, and it's going to deal at least 11 points of damage. You said you didn't have anything else to pump into that?
Yeah, I'm out of spell slots, sadly.
Okay.
And Divine Smite requires them.
Bless is working, guys. Ah.
Yeah, it is.
And
When you do support properly, you do it can turn an entire battle around.
Fucking love support so much. I miss Glory.
So next up will be the part where I backhand it with the shield again, aiming for whatever will hurt it most, especially to grab its attention.
Okay.
Those are just, yeah, you're just trying to backhand it again.
Yep.
Remember, you have advantage.
Sneaking that. Oh, there
There
we
we
go.
go.
Oh hell!
Now we're talking.
Bonk.
And there's a button on the damage where you can roll as crit.
Unfortunately, it doesn't really
Right,
add
right.
anything since there's nothing to roll.
Yeah, I can see the details for the crit and it just doesn't add anything. I think.
Oh, because it's not
Oh,
a dice,
it's
because you're not a
unarmed.
monk.
It's not
Yep,
armed,
yep,
yeah.
yep.
Not a monk.
Alright,
Or
well,
or wither with his claws. Yeah, it's just damn.
It's like, and now I can chuckle. It's like, and there's the fairy fire putting in extra work.
alright, and finally item interaction with the potion of healing again. And that would be my turn.
Take one.
All right. That brings us to Dove.
I was thinking.
Stop.
A dangerous pastime, I know.
No comment.
Would I be able to light one of my arrows using this oil as an item interaction?
If you would like to coat one of your arrows and light it, yes, it will add a d6 fire damage to the attack.
I would so love to do that. And that's an item interaction?
Yep.
Fuck yes. Good lord. I certainly will. Yep, I will do that. This will take a whole flask of oil. I trust.
No, you have essentially 3 uses of it doing it that way.
Oh, neat. All right.
Because you figure you're holding the arrow and you just pour it on it to do it real quick.
Just hit it with a little tinder. There you go. And well, here we are. It's gonna be at advantage because that lovely fairy fire. I'm gonna use one of those tasty arrows that is now aflame. Okay.
Can I do a out of character suggestion strategy wise?
Absolutely. Above board talk is always encouraged.
Okay. I was thinking for Wither and Seldove to maybe move move little bit closer at the end of their turn, so that if either of them blow up with the thing, I'm in range to Misty Step to them and feed them a berry.
I like the sound of this. Okay.
Not a
Then
bad
that's
idea.
my item interaction, not my bonus action. I will have more stuff to do. Okay. Okay. And then, how much was it? You said it was a D6 of fire
An
damage?
extra D6, yeah.
Okay, so I'll do my sneak attack. I can't roll a D6 because I can't interact with the window on the right. So I'll just hit sneak attack twice. 3 times, actually, because of the bonus. Fucking what?
There you go.
Yeah, that's wild that you can't even interact with the dice tray in the chat
can't
area
interact
at all.
with it.
I don't know why that is.
I
It's weird.
can't touch it. Nice. Nice. It was only a little fire.
That's 10.
It was only a little bit of fire.
All right. Let's see. And that's all
10
part of
total.
a single attack.
Yeah. What?
Actually, 10 total on the sneak and 7 on the attack, so 17 damage on the attack. That's good.
Yeah.
Anybody else remember this thing's gonna be, for one of its abilities, is tracking the damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm worried about that, but I'm more worried about us not killing it in time.
No, it needs to die.
It needs to die.
just needs to fucking die.
All right. Nice little chunk of damage from that. See the creature just like the arrow, the fire like hits and kind of like spreads a little bit. It definitely burns. You hear the sizzle, the pop, and the arrow definitely sinks deep. Creature did not like that. It is very, very much in pain.
Okay. So then. It's a little far. Okay. Okay, I recommend I'm a bit closer. I use my movement for that. I could
That
use my
should do it, yeah.
use my bonus action to dash and get a little farther, but I think I'm gonna use it to hide instead. Press up all nice with my charcoal gray duster up against the wall and just it's all
Hell
gray
yeah.
stone.
Yeah, roll that stealth. That's a pretty good stealth.
I'm liking it. Where'd you go?
Creature's pretty upset at you right now. That hurt a lot, so it's going to try and spot you, trying to keep track of you. It is not able to keep track of you.
A gift from me to you. Bye.
Right. Yuzora.
Okay,
Show me what you got.
I'm gonna sling another Eldritch Blast at it, because once again, it's not covered in... actually, you know what, frick it, I'm gonna try and set something up for this. I'm gonna throw one of my oil flasks at it.
By all means, if you want to toss that jar at it, go for it.
This be an advantage as well?
Technically, yes. Since you're trying to hit it and it is in fairy fire, you will have advantage on it.
Ah, fuck.
Unfortunately, that will not hit the creature, and the jar will kind of splash against the ground.
Does bless?
Yeah, pump running.
What about bless?
Yeah, there's no bless on that.
Oh, there is no bless on that. So yeah, roll a d4.
It's fine.
Well, I guess it's not a save or an attack, so it didn't know it should
It's
have.
not an attack?
Well, I mean, it is technically, but the system didn't know it was.
Oh,
an
it didn't. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I had to roll it. I was doing a straight up dexterity check.
attack. Yeah.
Brings it to 15.
15 will unfortunately miss.
Oh, shit.
Wait, didn't a 14 hit this thing earlier?
A 14 did not, no.
I could have sworn. Okay.
I think it was like
No,
17.
15 was a dex save.
Right. Okay. Never mind. Sorry. Just confused, so at the very least we have to hit a 16 to get this thing. So I'm just gonna wiki check then, since I don't think I'm allowed to cast a spell after that.
If you have a bonus action spell, you could probably cast that.
The only bonus action spell I have is Misty Step, and I'm not using that right now.
Then yeah, by all means, feel free to wiki check. And I will remind you that during the restraint state, its AC is increased.
Oh.
That explains so much, right? Yes, shit. What were the things we had left to check?
That should have been Nature's Blast then.
I believe that is your list. Oh no, Hasten Assault. You've identified that.
Watch and wait.
While within the restraint state, this creature may use a reaction to make an attack against any creature that comes within 10 feet of it.
Okay, well, in this instance, okay, so it has that. Okay.
Perfume smells
Yeah,
so good.
that's the end of my turn. I can't really do anything else, unfortunately.
Any attack that comes within the 10 feet or that is within 10 feet?
If you approach the creature and you get within 10 feet, it can make an attack of opportunity against you.
Okay, but since I'm already there, it doesn't get that against me.
Yeah, you're already engaged.
Oh, good.
That makes sense.
Wait. I'm engaged to that thing? Call up the wedding, please.
I mean, it's already paid the dowry, so...
Do you have wait, what was that? Oh no, that was Yuzora. My bad.
Any movement or anything?
Nope, I'm staying back here and out of the way.
One who leans.
Alright. I'm gonna step in a little bit closer.
Would you like to get within 10 feet? The
I'm
creature said.
gonna say no. Okay, I have visual. I can get to Seldov. I can't get to Withered quite, but I think that's gonna be handled. And I'm gonna toll the hell of it, it's dead.
That looks like it's gonna fail.
It's gonna take 6 damage. Okay. I'm gonna hold here.
Wither. Unless you had anything else.
Anything else?
Yeah, if you had anything else you want to do, one who leans, any more movement, any bonus actions or anything. Otherwise, Wither, you're up.
Yeah, Wither's up.
Alright. So I am going to move back forward to just about here.
Roll up on it.
And I am going to I'm going to use... Now do I have to use my Hunter's Mark at the same time as...
It's on it.
Or is it after?
It's already on it. It has it.
Oh, it's on
Yeah,
it.
Hunter's Mark's already on it. It will be an automatic effect. If you hit it, you will deal extra damage.
Got it on there.
It's basically an offensive. It's an offensive concentration, if my memory serves. As long as it's there, it's going to happen.
Okay. So I am going to go ahead and take another shot at it with advantage.
Yep. It's still fairy fired. Fire away. That's definitely gonna hit.
And that is with the special arrows as well.
So with the +1 arrow, sounds good. All right, go ahead and roll your d6 for the Hunter's Mark as well.
Why is it not? Oh, do I just roll 1d6 then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just use the dice tray down there. You can click on the d6 and then hit roll, and it should roll you an extra 1d6 that will count as your Hunter's Mark damage. Ooh, that's pretty good. It's going to make that a total of 11 so far.
Then, let's see.
I would recommend that greater portion of healing.
Oh my goodness, yes. You're,
Yes, please heal, please heal.
you were literally,
Yes,
you were literally about to explode.
That's already what I'm.
Yeah.
I've already got that in the back of my mind. I'm just thinking for my bonus action. So.
Yeah.
Just trying to think. Hang on.
I'll be honest, I'm kind of worried about myself right now.
Okay, I'm going to use my potion of greater healing.
Veldemir, you will help us to understand that once your magic explodes, will it hurt the creature?
Oh, I'm definitely counting on it.
Let's hope so. Oh,
Okay.
delicious.
That's definitely useful. That just would have healed me from death, basically.
Mm.
And I will let you know the explosion will not affect the creature.
Bitch.
Damn it.
Perfect reaction.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah.
And then I'm also going to do a wiki check as well for my bonus action then. And brace. For what's going to happen next.
Absolutely. What would you like to know?
Feed off the ruin.
Oh, right.
When this creature must make a saving throw against a spell or spell-like effect, and it succeeds, it may use a reaction to heal itself for 1d6 hit points.
Oh, so it skipped it.
Wow, we've completely shanghaied that, haven't we?
No one has had it do that yet, so it hasn't even had a chance.
It had one. You just forgot about it.
It just it also failed.
No, it succeeded against my
First one.
Toll the Dead, the first one.
That one was when it was not in the
It's in
restraint
it's
state.
in restraint.
Ah,
Yeah, okay.
it's a restraint straight
Okay.
ability. Gotcha.
Okay, because the description doesn't specify restraint.
That's true. It doesn't, but it should. It is a restraint-only ability. Sorry.
Mog, your monsters are nuts.
I'm sorry.
They're so
And
like
with
I'm
that-
impressed. I'm impressed by how much you put into
Oh
these.
my gosh, yeah, I'm impressed as well. This is gnarly as hell.
I
We
can
can
definitely,
just survive.
With
there's
that,
definitely a lot of tension right now.
with that, I'm
You're
actually
gonna
going
see dark
to.
monsters.
I'm going to actually move into this little crevice actually here now that I've.
You can use a little bit extra movement. Go for it.
So we can be right there, and that's where I will end.
As the creature's turn starts, everybody make those Constitution saving throws.
All right.
Pray for me.
Do they have bless on them as well?
Yeah, plus we'll work with those.
Oh crap.
That was strength, you silly bastard.
Oh shit. Strength.
Nice.
One who leans not even phased.
Oh, thank you for telling me to roll that the con save instead of a strength. Holy shit.
The fucking.
Well, looks like I'm the only one failing it, but...
Are you sure? What's the DC?
Well, yeah, Zelda might fail it.
Yeah. So
All right.
you get
let's
that
get
fucking
rid
the
of
Dark Souls notification. Sailed of at risk.
this. Oh, that was good. I like that. All right. And that bless couldn't help that 3, unfortunately. That was a bummer. But it looks like Philomene and Dove will fail. Everybody else has made it.
Well then...
9 points of damage if you failed the save. However, if you made the save, you will take half, which will be 4 points of damage, as this magic around you explodes and just batters your body.
Senor Zora's in, you can see him, he just gathers up some magical energy and, like, for lack of a term, he shoves this away from him, just using his own magic to try and, for lack of a term, override this. It obviously doesn't get all of it away, but at least it's an explanation.
And there are no concentration checks required for this.
Oh.
As it was telegraphed damage, you knew it was coming, you're able to brace, you're able to focus through it without needing to roll.
You just bite your lip and it's like, here it comes.
Yeah, basically.
Yep, just bite down on the belt.
But here's hoping I don't die on the next attack.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but doesn't Wither also take all the damage Philomene took?
Not
At the
yet.
start of the creature's turn, that has gone away now.
Okay, sorry. It's like, wait, wasn't that also in play?
Oh god, yeah, for... Oh, that happened.
It was.
Oh, my God.
No, it was, but just for the turn where it happened.
Okay, never mind then. I'm trying to be fair here. So
No, absolutely. It lasted essentially until the creature's turn started where the explosion happened. But yes, no, good looking out. That could have been bad.
If
I
it
was
would
already
be the
making
case, I would have.
Plans to save lives.
Been a lot more defensive.
I was already making plans to book it to Misty Step across the room to save with her.
Alright, as the creature's turn starts, the first magic goes away, the second magic, the aura explodes, everybody takes a little bit of damage, there's pain going out everywhere. The creature, in pain itself, and just completely just beside itself at this point with rage, is going to try and crush Philomene.
Damn it. Damn it!
It is going to bring down a massive limb and just smash Philomene.
Ah, damn it. And that's yikes.
For a total of 13 points of damage, as the grudge also sets in.
And that brings me down to 0.
It smashes down upon Philomene. And then it looks around, realizes it doesn't know where the extremely pain.
Mug?
I don't know. Robot.
Uh-oh.
Mug?
Ruh-roh. That sounded connection related.
Painful in
There it is. Okay, hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Come back. Yeah, it's
Did
connection
somebody
related.
eat the cuckoo?
Yeah, because the music cut off too.
I think we need to turn the crank back over on his internet.
Okay, I hear the music now. Okay, yeah. So, sounds like it's better.
Mug?
Who got Grandma off the bicycle? We need that electricity back.
Okay, I think connection might be getting restored. It's coming back. It cut off the music too.
Hello?
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
There you
Here he
are.
is.
Welcome back.
Alright. So, as I was saying, it smashes down, crushes Philomene. Philomene is on the ground, no longer moving. The creature looks around, just angry. It doesn't know where this extremely painful source was, but it does see both Wither and one who leans. So it's going to choose between the two of them, as they are the two closest. We'll go 1, 2. And it's going to come after Wither.
So
Can't beat mushroom safety.
It's already used its actions, so it can't do anything else. And even though it has stepped outside the fairy fire, it's still glowing blue, so you still have advantage on those attacks. That's the end of its turn. Philomene?
I'm on the ground.
Yep, go ahead and make a death saving throw. I think you should just be able to click the skull there on your character sheet.
Yep, I do it at normal.
Yep.
Music.
Alright.
That will be a success. So you have one success, no failures.
Alright.
Thank you,
Bless! Wow, yeah, Bless pulled it out. Jesus. Holy shit.
Dove, it is now your turn.
So Dove, in this hiding space, just braces himself, but battering of magic, just... Well, one good turn deserves another. We'll take one of the +1 arrows, plunk it into the oil, knock it, and like holding it knocked, just scrape the arrowhead across the stone floor to spark it and let loose.
Hell yeah, advantage on that attack. Hell yeah, that's gonna hit. Add in all the extra sneak damage and the fire damage.
A 1. A 2. A 3.
Another 17 points of damage with an attack. Hell yeah. So once more, Dove kind of steps out, sparks that arrow, fires it, and it will sail across the room, digging deep into the creature's flesh. And again, there's the sizzle and a little bit of a pop this time as something ruptures. The arrow sinks deep.
Alright, snap, crackle, let's hear the last bit.
Oh, yes.
Nope.
As a bonus action, I'm using a bow. Can I still do two-handed fighting and throw a dagger?
No, unfortunately.
Okay, I didn't think so. That's a little much. 'Cause I'm using two hands.
Yeah, you're using both hands for the bow. But you do have bonus actions, so yeah, you can still wiki check, hide, whatever bonus action you want to use, yeah.
That was clumsy, but okay. I'm gonna move over here. Where is it? And use my bonus action to take out my other graham cracker. The Talisman of Resurgence.
Hell yeah! You shatter the Talisman of Resurgence. The latent magic within will heal everyone, including yourself, within 15 feet. Philomene, you are healed for 5 points.
I got you, bro.
You wake up on the ground, probably feeling a little bit rough, but you are awake.
Now, hero. Now's not the time to lay down on the job.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that. Ooh, I'm gonna feel that in the morning.
Most likely, yes.
Let's see how much movement was that.
Yeah, and in the background, Wither's kind of whimpering in the corner.
20.
I think it was 20 feet, so you might have a little bit more.
Ah.
In which case, Yozora.
Okay, Yozora's gonna be looking, go to the one that leans, is just gonna point in the general direction of Fildamai. Wow.
The DHs are silent. Just remember that.
Philomene. Sorry. I have enough trouble trying. Philomene. Okay. I have enough trouble trying to learn Japanese.
Fair.
Okay, Irish names
And
are.
Gaelic is just kind of.
Yeah, if you're not used to
Of
it.
whom
Yes,
do
like-
you speak?
Anyways, it's like take care of her, and then is going to sling another Eldritch Blast at the scavenging husk, or whatever the hell it is.
Damn it, Mark. Now our conversation before the game just comes back to me.
Feeling me. Maybe later.
Heyo!
Wow.
Damage.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Damage.
That should
That Eldritch
do it.
Blast.
Do it, yeah. I should probably do it.
Yozora, if by all means you want to flavor it up, feel free to flavor it up.
Okay. Seeing that Philomene had fallen, yes, I know, she's back up, and Wither on just about to be on the receiving end, Yozora gathers their magic, and just a very large bolt just shoots across the room. Wither, you might want to duck because its chest explodes. Once again, there's not an entrance wound, there's an exit wound.
Nice.
And it's just a explosion of glittering green energy from somehow inside of it.
Oh shit! I was actually
can
thinking,
see-
like, when if
Before
you
you
have
finish that, I've got a question. Can I do a dex? Can I do a dex roll just for color? Just so I want to see how graceful or how ungraceful I am when doing this.
Depends. What are you trying to do?
Just rolling back into the little nook.
Trying to get out of the way, essentially.
Yeah.
Feel free. Go ahead, roll your dex save. But yeah, go ahead.
Ability or
Continue.
saving?
Just go ahead and roll a check, just to see basically how well in general it is. You kind of stumble back, unfortunately. That's not a very good roll.
I can see that shuttle flying just inches from Wither's face.
It's so appropriate you said it's glittery energy, because like the first thing that came to mind about like having no entrance wound is basically like maybe like a halftime show for a college game or something like that, where you have like the big drum, but there's like glitter on the back of it, so they and it just shoots like that.
Boots out, yeah.
That's the first like analogy that came to mind. Just like yeah, it's exactly that. Just spanks it with the Eldritch Blast, and it's glitter just goes
So good.
flying.
All right. Anything else, Yozora?
That's really all I had, was killing this son of a bitch before it could drop the other heavy hitter we had,
Massive
aka
damage on us.
fighter.
Absolutely. So, Yozora, as you conjure the powers of the Feywild,
Heavy hitter though.
pulling upon the chaotic, latent magics inherent to this plane of existence, you focus upon the creature, and for the first time you get a good look at it. Look in quotes as you see it. You see the magic. You see what it is and what it isn't. It is outside the cycle, an abomination, and a gap in creation. It does not belong here, and all it seems to serve is to live to consume and obliterate those that do belong here. Combined
Got a
with
gap in
the
his chest.
combined with the might of life itself that feeds the Feywild, your magic lashes out. The creature jerks in place for a moment, spinning around and peering back. You can feel the hatred from its expression before magic
Oh, sorry.
bursts forth from it,
Sorry.
When it
leaving
glares
this
back,
massive gaping hole.
when it glares back at Yozora, you
Aw.
just basically get a two-fingered salute to goodbye.
How did I kill you? That's fine. It's fine.
And with a screech of pain, it collapses to the ground as Wither starts to roll out of the way, getting a little bit of the viscera probably sprayed across them in the process.
Immediately rush to Philomene.
And that will end this combat. You have defeated the scavenging husk.
Philomene, you fought bravely. Here, chew slowly and give her a good mushroom.
Yozora. Nice hit.
All it took was the proper aim.
And that light you put on it. That certainly helped with that.
Wither kind of picks himself up and walks over the beast, shaking the viscera off of him. Like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine over here. Just don't mind me.
First thing Philomene does after eating the good mushroom is to check the back of her head to ensure none of the branches are broken completely. And then she applies the full power of her Leon hand onto herself.
You should have more good mushrooms if you want to use that too.
Give me my sheet.
Yeah, that was one of the not so good mushrooms, apparently.
I'm going to hand one. If I'm going to, Yozora's going over to check on Wither to make sure they're okay.
Yeah.
With one of their spare good mushrooms in hand to offer to him if he needs it.
He politely nods and grabs for his own. Save it for yourself, Zora. You've done well.
Worry not. This one can make more tomorrow.
Oh wow, that deal makes us perfectly back to full.
Hell yeah, there you go.
And what the hell, I'm going to use mine.
We're just having a quick mushroom snack.
Dove will amble around the fairy fire. Just
The concentration's over, so...
okay.
Oh, you're gonna drop concentration? Okay.
Well, amble
Well,
towards.
the thing's dead now, and without an active threat, I don't have a reason to keep it up.
I never want to assume.
Be just walking towards the back of the cave, scoping the whole place out, looking at that water, looking at that little box over there in the corner, pulling this mushroom out of his pocket and just.
Philomene, after finishing healing herself, Philomene's gonna look at Unhulines and pull out a couple of berries that might have not been crushed out of her hair and give them to and hand them over to Unhulines. Here, it's not much, but show of thanks for helping me get better.
Where's my good mushroom?
This one appreciates the gesture.
Sorry to interrupt, just because I'm having trouble with it. How much was the good mushroom worth? Because I can't trigger it
It's
for some
1d6 plus 4.
Well, its minimum will put me up to full, so that's fine. I'll just do that. I can't roll it.
Okay, I'm back to full health myself.
Boom.
And Wither continues to walk up to Yozora, pats him on the shoulder. Thank you for taking
I'll say
care
plus
of
5.
him. I could have possibly gotten him with my claws if you hadn't. But I
Yes,
do
but
appreciate
then
it.
you would have gotten even dirtier.
He looks over to the one who leans and is like, it was gonna happen one way or another.
Did the creature leave a corpse?
There is a large, goopy corpse in there on the ground, yeah.
Alright.
Are you hungry?
Philomene is gonna go start looking at the corpse for anything that might seem out of place or worth taking back. And she's also gonna pick a trophy and bring back to the
Babs, go ahead and make an investigation check.
And in response, Yozora's gonna look at it. It's like, I was just doing what I could. You and Philomene may be our frontline fighters, but I have the back to support.
We certainly make a good
Are you alright, Zelda? Have you found anything of interest?
Oh, I'm fine. That mushroom you gave me. Very earthy, a little tangy. Not bad. Thanks for that. I have. There's something here. I guess the workers may have left it behind. Let's see what it is.
This one is glad you appreciated the taste. They were not made with that in mind.
I could tell. But regardless, there's a certain palate to it.
Okay, for some reason it's not any good mushroom. It's not updating like I want now, so I'm making a note on my end.
Sure thing. Refresh might help too.
Well, I tried refreshing things like it's still reading. It's just now it's about to be clear. For sake.
Yes.
I was trying to be careful. I'm trying not to cheat.
He's doing some dookies right now. I still can't. I refreshed again. I still can't interact with the right hand tab.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. That's insane.
Oh.
All right. As you sturdy remain the creature, you are unfortunately unable to find anything of interest, but if you want, you may cut a trophy or carve a trophy, or however retrieve a trophy from the corpse, by all means.
Yeah, I think we can just grab the sight like in the chest and bring that back.
That sounds good. And then, Duff, what are you doing?
Sup? Sup with this chest?
It seems like it might be locked. You don't seem to detect any threats or any traps about it, but it definitely seems like it's probably locked.
By the way, thanks again, Zelda. You really helped me in the worst moment right there.
Oh, you seemed gung-ho on taking the brunt of its attention. Who would I be to stop you just for something like falling down? No.
Well, you know it is. Sometimes when you have much fun, you just take a little bit more than you think you can handle.
The attention you gave.
And plus
was
2
plenty.
because of the proficiency. It's just
I
couldn't do it.
Guidance.
You also have guidance.
Okay.
You mean bless?
I can't roll this.
I'll roll it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
+2.
It's 13 altogether.
So it's a 13 so far. And if anyone's assisting, you also have advantage.
I'll assist.
Yeah, if you wanted to roll again.
With my mushroom finger, I would literally hinder it.
Do I need to roll it, or does Saldo do it?
All right, now it's a 25.
Okay. I was having some trouble getting my lockpicks in there, and Wither comes up and just like I guess butts the lock to shake the rust out. I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I love it. It was just a little clock. But that will absolutely, by all means, you are able to completely get rid of that lock as if it never existed. It just kind of disappears and just bows to your superiority. That chest is no longer locked. You may open it as you wish.
Sup? That's a nice number. It's one away from being really nice.
It's one above the best number.
Yeah.
That's a lot of rolls.
That's a lot of tables.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for this to be a mimic.
Yeah.
It's
That
4
sounds
baby
like a good
mimics.
quest.
All right. As you open that up and look inside, you see a couple of things. There is what appears to be a longbow. There is a small box. Looks like a small jewelry box.
Without even thinking, I hand the longbow to Wither. Just
Here, take.
there you go. Too long for me. A little cumbersome.
Thank you, Saldo. Appreciate that. And I'm gonna. And what would I need to investigate to kind of see what its abilities and such are?
A successful Arcana check would allow you to identify the different properties of that item.
Meanwhile, I'm also gonna check what appears to be a pool right at the top of the cave.
Is it a jewelry box?
And then, yeah, a small, what looks to be like a small jewelry box. It is not locked or anything. Like you don't even see where there might be a lock on it. And there is also 2 potions of healing in there.
Great. I'll put those in the pocket for now.
And then,
open
yeah,
up the
this
jewelry
appears
box.
to be a pool of water.
There's
It's
a water
very
up
gross
here.
and dirty. It seems very deep, as far as you can tell.
6. Quite a few healing potions on me. I try not to have to use them.
Not sure if I wanna test those waters.
Would I detect any life at all in the water?
You would not.
This jewelry box. It does not appear to be locked, but does it appear to be sussy in every way? Any sigils on it? Any markings? Any inclination that it might be trapped or begrudged with the vile energy of somebody's ex?
It does not appear to be trapped in any sort of way. It does, however, have markings on it. You see a very large rune. I don't know. Yeah, you would probably recognize it. It is the
Speak
mark
Dwarf.
of the Archfey.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Yuzora.
Yuzora is going to turn from where they are investigating these strange crystalline things. Like, yes, how may I help you?
You seem to go on about 2 things in particular, Mommy and the Fae, so I believe this might have something to do with one of those things. Stand up, brush off my knees. Take a look at this. I'll point the mark in his direction, in their direction.
Oh, the mark of my home. What do I have to check?
And just with one finger, I'll just lift the lid.
Just give it a quick peek. There appears to be a ring inside there. And again, to identify it, would just need a successful Arcana check.
Okay, 1 Arcana check coming up. I think that counts as a good Arcana check.
I used to be good at Arcana,
Being
but
all-
then I was a teapot.
Yep. And then you went to Pandemonium.
Yeah.
All right, so that 23, that is for the ring. Ooh, yeah, that 4 is not going to get you any other information about the bow, unfortunately.
Oh.
I'll look at that in a moment. If he just, whether it expresses any displeasure towards the information they get, but yeah, I'm definitely keeping that information on the Arcana.
Yep. I just kind of look at the bow, just kind of looks at it just dumbfoundedly. I've never been good at understanding this stuff, and just walks over to Yuzora as well.
I'll take a look at the bow in the meantime. Well, I do know how to use these. What might I
The ring, the ring actually mind controls 9 random dudes in other realms who have similar rings, but also makes them evil.
All right.
I don't need.
Not
the
very good at
one
magic,
line,
though.
thank you.
Just, oh, well, what do you... Oh, I have no idea.
So this ring you're looking at, Yuzora, it's definitely got the marks of the Archfey upon it. The ring itself seems to have like runes and words on it of like blessings and other niceties basically. That is a ring of the Blessed Pact.
Ah! Fuck, I can't
Wearing
click it!
So wearing the ring as a warlock, you gain an extra pact spell slot. And when you deal critical damage to a target that is currently under the effects of your hex, the hex damage will be tripled instead of double.
An extra spell
Sweet
slot?
Jesus. Sweet
An
Jesus.
extra packed spell slot.
Yep.
That is.
I don't know, I think I
wow.
might want this.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on.
Are you sure? Maybe give it to the one who
Understandable.
leans.
Yeah, how cursed is it though?
I mean, it's Fae, it doesn't even need to be cursed.
Right. Putting it on, that's
It's already a problem.
Seeing Sildov and Wither being perplexed over the bow, Felemy is gonna have a quick look.
Regardless, while I fancy myself rather good with these, but it's a bit cumbersome for me to carry around.
So I gotta double check on this for the Ring of the Blessed Pact, just making sure I'm understanding this. I can cast one more of my first level spells, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Your number of packed spell slots per day increases by 1.
Okay, just making sure I'm
dude.
understanding this. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's incredible. More slots for a warlock. More slots for a warlock. It's so good. It's so.
Now I need to double check to
It's
see
where
what
they're,
the hell I
it's
can
where
get
they're
my
nerfed
next
the most.
spells.
Is their number of slots.
It's probably
That's-
their biggest drawback is they have such limited slots.
That's insane-o.
Well, it means that whenever I can, I will be having both Bless and Hex. That'll be fun.
The only drawback there is you can only concentrate on one at a time.
Sometimes that's all you need, though.
Fair?
I'll concentrate on Bless. You take that.
But yeah, because that also will increase your hex damage. If you crit while it is hexed, it will deal triple damage instead of double.
Yes.
Hex specifically.
If it's not Mother or your books, then I figured something like this would be right up your alley.
In all fairness, Dove, the two are the Fae and my mother are not mutually exclusive. My mother is a Fae Duchess.
Oh, a Duchess. Oh. I didn't realize it was in the presence of nobility.
I tend not to advertise it too much. I'm so far down the line of succession, it's not even funny.
Ah,
My mother will not even have a gray, because I am mortal. My mother won't even have a single gray hair by the time I leave life.
oh. It is good to stay humble then.
And then, yeah, there were 2 potions of healing as well. Just throwing that
Yeah, I got
in
those.
chat as well, just in case as a reminder. And now, Philemy, you take hold of this bow and you're going to take a look at it. You're able to get a little bit more information on it. You actually get a good feel for it. You give it a little bit of a pull. You're kind of like testing the string. It seems just exceptionally well made.
Nice. And is that all I get, or?
Let me make sure I put the right permissions on it.
Okay.
Oh, the music. Is that
Music faded away
It's
again.
that cool tune too. It's the one from last time. It's very chill. It's back.
That is a marksman bow.
Mm.
It is a +1 longbow, which means it adds +1 to attacks and damage rolls. And it has a secondary effect on it that you may take disadvantage on an attack And should that attack then hit, it will deal double the amount of dice as damage.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, I shall hold that info with both Zelda and Wither. And what just as I hand back the bow.
Interesting. I will gladly take that. It sounds
By all means.
very interesting. I appreciate it, Sento.
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining this now. All the damage that if Dove had this,
Yeah.
and it's like sneak attack, crit, all the extra stuff attached from the Shadow Dagger, plus this, that would leave a lot of things insta-dead.
The trouble is,
Mhm.
if I were to take that disadvantage, I wouldn't get the sneak attack.
Yeah. Well, still, it's a fun thought.
Unless.
As long as you still have an ally within 5 feet of it, you would still get the sneak damage.
See, that's. But.
Not rules as written, but I mean,
Yeah.
you could still do it.
No, it's not rules as
So you don't need
written.
advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. The enemy is incapacitated, and you don't have advantage on the. You don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. So yeah, having. But I guess. I mean, if you say so.
Yeah,
That could
no,
be-
this item specifically, I would not penalize in that fashion because this is a choice of disadvantage. It's not like you're actually at a disadvantage.
Right.
Your shot is unsteady. You're trying to like take that breath to get that as hard in there as you possibly can.
Say that again. But
You're
slower.
welcome. Yeah.
Now, as for the healing potions, is that per person or is that total?
There were just 2 of them total.
Okay, cool. I figured.
Actually, if you normally have advantage on the shot, can you take it at like straight or?
Yeah, does it make it straight roll or does it make it properly a disadvantage?
Yeah, if you have normal advantage on the shot and you want to use the disadvantage option, it would just be a straight shot at that point.
I could do
Oh, there we go. Then that works for sneak.
so
Yeah, this is specifically not absolute disadvantage.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah, I could do a fuck ton of damage.
There are times that absolute disadvantage is a thing, though. So, and there's also absolute advantage as well.
Absolute advantage. That sounds. This one wonders. Do you believe this was the last of the threats to deal with to free the forge?
Well, the forge isn't down here. So at the very least, we should check that room that was barred upstairs. To see if anything lingers. It didn't sound like it. It sounded like the silence of death.
Well, at the very least, I do believe we'll have a little bit more freedom to search around now.
This one must warn. It has worn its connection to nature to its limits, and will not be able to provide more healing before the rest is acquired.
Well,
Oh.
I think we're all a little bit accurate at this point.
I reach into my pockets and I pull out with both hands, just like between each of my fingers, 6 potions of healing. Say, well, if anyone's hard up, I have a few of these to go around.
Good.
Anybody inclined to take some?
Well, I still have one left for the time being, but all the same, I'm fairly sure we're all quite a bit spent for the time being. So let's try to avoid any needless confrontation.
We should at least check that. We don't want to report back to the Celestial Dwarves and have us not have completed our side of the bargain.
Correct.
Oh, that's fair. Let's make a sweep as we head back.
Yuzora, anything interesting about those crystals? Are they valuable? I'd like to also see if they're valuable. Investigate or inspect or
Absolutely,
taste.
go ahead. Yeah, investigate.
I won't. I don't think I'll taste
I
them.
was distracted before I could check them.
Oh, I just yeah.
Investigation or Arcana for you, Yuzora, by all means.
I'll go with investigation for sure because it's more. Are these worth something?
And I'm going to
16.
walk into the water curiously and go
Wait,
through
did you
the
say walk into? Oh crap!
Oh, there he goes. Kitty's moist.
Kitty's
Wait.
moist.
Y'all wait till we get survival checks. I'll be useful.
I did not need to deal with a wet pussy right now.
Ah!
Yep. Okay. So, and I'm gonna investigate these out here.
All right, all right.
Did anything bad happen to me while I was going out there, though?
We'll get there in a second. We'll
Like
start here
parasites
with,
swim up
with
inside
Dove
you?
and Yuzora.
Hi.
All right, Dove. These are absolutely what look to be valuable crystals. They could probably be used in all sorts of different arcane rituals. You can probably use them to enhance things. All sorts of usefulness out of them for sure. This is just on its own, just a pretty crystal. You could probably just sell it like you could any other precious stone.
Oh, lovely. I'd love to take my crowbar, hammer, or whatever other, python chiseling device to break some of these free.
All right, and Yozora, you definitely get a sense of magic from them. They could potentially be volatile, so if not handled and mined properly, they could rupture, which would do like magic damage, obviously, around them. Could unleash certain magical effects, like there could be like a massive like wave of cold or a explosion of heat. There could be all sorts of things happen from them if these are not handled and mined appropriately and carefully.
Okay.
Okay, so assuming that Dove said that he was going to grab the something to chisel at these and try and steal a couple or take a couple.
Yes.
You do see Dove looking dollar signs in their eyes, I suppose.
It's like as Dove, I'm assuming, goes to try and chisel as he grabs them by the arms. Like, we do not have the ability to harvest these, and I don't think we want to blow up.
Don't we?
It depends who's hot, who's up.
There he goes. Alright. I'll take his warning into consideration and try to chisel the stone around the crystal rather than the crystal itself.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make a sleight of hand with advantage.
Oh, wonderful.
I think I had the right idea. Get the hell out of the way.
Okay.
Guidance. +4.
Okay.
All right.
Well, good roll.
You are able to carve out at least a little bit around one of these crystals, and you kind of free it from the wall. It seems that the crystal vein doesn't go very deep. You were able to excavate it. So if you would like to add to your inventory a crystal cluster, you may.
Sweet.
Meanwhile, I keep an eye on the kitty to see how deep he goes once he jumps into the pool.
Yeah, after the whole get the heck away, he was sort of looking over there like, oh. Just the instincts are just going, oh no.
I'm sorry.
Felling me the lifeguard.
There's no bounds with this stuff.
Yeah. All right, as you step into the water, it is first of all extremely cold. Second of all, pretty gross. And third of all, very deep. Make me a dexterity saving throw as you step out further and the ground kind of opens up underneath you and there's nothing to stand on.
Worry not. You do not risk disease, as nothing's alive in there.
Gotta love my dex saves.
All right, as you step off into basically open water, you do not like splash and then start flailing into the water, you just kind of realize, oh, I have to tread water now. But you do start wading out into this open area where it's extremely deep. You can't really see the bottom anymore.
Can I investigate if there's anything below the water?
Absolutely, yeah. You can go ahead, take a dive down, take a peek, investigate if you'd like.
It's like I'm not diving after him if he gets dragged under.
Alright, you don't see anything. There's nothing that's catching your interest. Nothing really jumps out at you. You do, however, notice that there is a kind of strange, almost luminosity further down in the water.
Can I dive deeper towards it?
Yes, you may. If you would like to surface and take a breath, you may then absolutely dive down towards it if you'd like.
I would like to. I'll turn to them. I'll come up and look at them and say, take a huge breath and say, be right back, and take a breath and go down without another word.
All right. How close would you like to get to this illumination, this kind of strange aura that you're seeing down here in the water?
Not within strike, just outside of melee range, if anything, if that means anything.
Okay. So within a few feet, at least. Okay.
Yes.
Make another investigation. Actually, no. Make a perception check at this point.
Well, out of safety, for me, it's gonna just fish out the rope out of her backpack.
I can go get him if we need to. I can hold my breath for, well, let's just say ever.
All the same, if one of us goes under to save the kitty, I want them to have that rope in hand.
All right. As you get a little bit closer and you've kind of got within a few feet, you take a good hard look. What you're seeing is the surface of the water. Now, it's not the surface looking back at your companions and your party members. It is a surface looking out at the open void that you've seen earlier as like the sky and the area around you, the way between realms.
Interesting.
While we're waiting, Azora's pulled out their book and is reading it some more.
You're in the tunnel. Don't go to the light.
Still intrigued. I want to actually see if I can actually touch it then, I guess, and see what happens.
All right, you're gonna reach out and like touch it with like your hand. Are you gonna like kick at it?
I'll poke at it with my
Lick it.
with my longbow.
The old longbow or the new longbow?
The old one. I'm not that crazy.
All right. You kind of pull your longbow loose and you use it as like a little bit of a stick at this point, and just try to like you're trying to like penetrate the surface of the water.
Yes.
All right. Make me a sleight of hand check. You can feel for a minute that it's almost as if gravity tries to take hold and pull it out of your hands as if it would fall, but you've got a good enough grip on it that you retain possession of it and it doesn't, fall through the opening.
Okay. So it's like I'm going through another area.
I can't guidance you. I can't swim.
Yeah, it does seem that past whatever that barrier is, that surface of the water, gravity falls from it.
Gravity
I love
falls.
this show.
Okay. After that, I'm going to go ahead and surface then, and pop out and say, "Hey guys, there's it feels like there's another room underneath this water."
Really? Well,
This seems physically improbable.
It seemed to have been pulling my my bow when I penetrated the bottom of this area.
When you what?
Don't.
I mean,
Well,
the
no,
kitty
you
wants to have a shot.
I'll take off my jacket. Leave it on the ground here. No,
And
I'm going to want this. Ugh, I hate when it gets wet. It gets so heavy.
I hand Zelda one hand of the rope, figuring out that he's about to go for a swim himself.
And I'll just walk into the water. I don't know if this is our business, but I expose rope with
Are you going to hold on to the rope? Do you want to fasten it to yourself in any way? Do you want to do anything with it?
I'll put it in my belt. Tie it
Kind of
off.
like loop it through your belt
Yeah.
a little bit? Okay.
Give a little square knot.
Okay. All right.
And just walk.
You are
No swim.
obviously easily able to find this this strange, like, surface of the water. It's not exactly like it's hidden or anything.
Yeah, by the way, I give the rope full slack for him to swim down as he can, but I still feel any tug on the rope.
So what would you like to do as you approach this opening?
So how does it look again? It's like an opening in the rock.
It's as if, you know, like you're looking at it now, like this is the surface of the water. It's kind of like something that would be like this, only you're seeing it from below the surface at this point.
Okay. And it looks out to the fucking space void we saw through the grid in the tunnels.
Yep.
Oh.
That doesn't scream leads to another room.
Yeah, no. This blah blah blah. This looks like it leads out into nothingness. I don't know that this is our business. But I'll go towards one of the edges of the where the edge of the opening is. Like, let's say if it's a mirror, you know, more or less. I'll be like there and just use my spider climb to grab onto the wall and just try and breach the surface. And
All right.
Look out.
As you do so, you definitely feel the tug of gravity trying to pull you further out. But you know, you're first you've got the rope so that they can help secure you. You've also spider climbed, so you're already kind of used to being able to walk on walls and ceilings against gravity and not have to worry about it. But you can feel that tug of gravity pulling you out towards the infinite openness of the expanse.
Oh, this is horrifying. Right?
And I can't sleep.
I can't believe enough! Yeah, now we're just fishing with Dove.
Drawing me out into the void.
And Dove is the bait.
But yeah, it peers out into the infinite nothingness. It is just those chaotic energies, the swirls, the creatures you've spotted before, everything. It just goes on and on and on. You can see other land masses out there in the distance. Who knows exactly how far they are? Telling distance in this place is fairly difficult to do, considering space and time itself kind of bend and wrap around in strange angles, and it's just wild, and it is trying to pull you out into it as if this is a free fall to who knows where.
The ways between worlds. You are so cruel in your uncaring nihilism. I wonder if the celestial dwarves know about this little vacuous sewer of theirs. Well, not my business. And I'll come back up.
Anything of interest?
Quite
Nope,
literally.
looks like nothing was biting.
Quite literally, no. Very much nothing. Nothingness. There was a hole
And
that led out
Wither
into
goes ahead and
the
hops
back
out as
walls.
well, so.
The
This
void
one will
space.
abstain from what do they call it?
Ah,
Skinny dipping.
Yozora is going to press the digitation with Wither dry.
oh.
Oh yeah, for the smell.
Oh, if you don't mind.
And again for Dove.
Ah, thank you. This wet jacket. This jacket when wet is awful.
Thank you, Zora.
But I don't think that's any of our business down there. It's nothingness, it's void, it's hungry as well. I'd rather not feed it.
So the path Wither discovered leads out into that void?
It does.
We should probably inform the Celestial Dwarves about that.
Yes, I
That might
suppose.
explain how this mine got taken over. Not mine. This forge was
Infested.
wrested from their grasp.
Right, they dug too deep. Always the case.
It is a probability.
No matter where from, dwarves always seem to run into that issue.
Shall we proceed to that one room we've left to explore?
It sounds good to me.
Sounds like a great idea.
So, that sounds like a good idea. I'd rather not wait until we run into clowns.
What do clowns have to do with anything?
I don't know. I heard something from dwarves before about if you dig too deep, you find a circus.
I'm afraid if we keep making references, we're gonna summon the actual Balrog. So let's go.
Is there anything else down here that anybody wants to take a look at?
Is there anything else we should want to look at?
I
can't
kind of want to
answer that.
go get one more crystal cluster.
Please don't.
I'll
Please
hand
don't.
I'll hand the one that I acquired already to Yozora, so it doesn't get damaged. In case. One moment.
Oh boy.
I'll get one from over here. I'm trying to see the ones that jut out the furthest, and I try to chisel the stone around.
Absolutely. Slide a hand with advantage.
25.
Okay, just writing that down in my inventory.
Okay.
No, as you say you were gonna do that, I'd probably give you guidance as well.
Okay.
Help me, Dice Daddy.
27.
+4.
You are absolutely able to grab yourself another cluster of crystals from the wall, extracting this one easily.
Oh, fabulous.
Okay, just double checking since you asked about that. You said that the alcove where Wither was hiding earlier was just a small indentation in the rock.
Yep. It doesn't go anywhere or do anything else.
Hate to pass up the opportunity. You realize. You understand, right?
Well, I can
This
understand
one
the
has
love
more
for shiny
texture.
rock.
And if they also magical,
Acquiring
then
funds could help with our negotiations.
absolutely, this one understands.
I think we have plenty of things to negotiate with, I believe, but never hurts to have a little more.
I'd have to come at issues from an overwhelming position of superiority. Whenever possible.
Unfortunately, I can't really think of a reason for Yozora to want to investigate these boulder slash what looks to be rock slide areas.
Alright. The party would like to return back up to the upper area.
Indeed.
Yep.
Let's go.
As you return, it is still just as quiet as it was before. Everything seems to be still. There's no screeching, no clawing, no really sound of anything.
I've still got a gray screen, by the way. Just a second. I may just have to refresh.
As she gets within sight of the door, Philemy has a very bad idea.
Oh no.
Yuzora, did you say there could be some sort of reaction from these crystals if improperly handled?
I was thinking the same thing.
Yozora very quickly, because Dove did not claim that they were taking it back, very quickly shoves the crystal that Dove gave them in their pouch. It's like, no. Nope, I am not bringing them. This is mine on our heads because you want to do something irresponsible.
I appreciate where your head is at, but these are also quite valuable. It would be a shame.
Fair.
Come now, you've got a strong arm, don't you? You can handle a barricade like this, no sweat.
Well, let's give it a try then.
Maybe. Hang on a second there, guys. And pulls out the hammer that we have. This might help a little bit.
I mean, I do have some smithing tools on me.
I've got a crowbar.
Go ahead and make a perception check. Philemy.
Alright. And 14.
Alright. Your expertise with smithing and kind of molding and shaping metals and that such. As you get up here, you take a look. This is a hard-stuck, wedged situation. There is nothing you're going to be able to do with the tools you have on hand. This is going to require full-on equipment. And in fact, it seems very likely that the entire frame may have to be removed so that everything can be rebuilt to repair this.
Well, this door is really too much in bad shape. Sort of my previous idea, I don't think we're getting through this door.
Well, then I think it's not our problem.
I like that attitude. Hell yeah.
Now, would my idea of taking the warhammer to it be of use? Doing it with a strength check.
That was including the warhammer as the tools you have on hand.
Okay.
What about mending?
Mending could start to make it a little bit less fucked.
Oh, sweet, because I don't have it, but it would have been a good idea.
Cool.
I don't have mending, so that has to be on somebody else.
But it would have probably changed it from something where you need like a crane to something where you need a lot of like people in like a similar to like a bucket brigade, but you know, whatever you would do for like chains and ropes to kind of like pull it free.
My assumption is that when the dwarves were overrun from below, this is the room to the forge, and they blocked it off to prevent its infestation. I heard nothing
I like
beyond.
the explanation.
I heard nothing beyond. It was the silence of death. So I presume it's safe.
Is there a gap at the top or anything?
There is not.
Okay, never mind. Scratch my ideas.
Yeah, no, it is a hard, just flush.
I'll be honest. Like I said, the only thing that looks like it could get to this door is my idea with the crystal, and you know that have the point about not bringing the entire mine down on our heads.
I think this
My
is not
ideas
a
are not
bug
always
for the
good
future.
ones. My ideas are not always good ones. I've spent too much time with Faith.
Correct.
I believe this one believe we should report to King Therum.
I think our job here is done, yes.
That seems fair.
Zinni
I do have a pretty good price for him.
Wither just walks away, his curiosity still wanting to go push further.
There is definitely an air in the space that you're in that is a little bit more relaxed and does not have that kind of lingering tension. Like you don't really feel anymore like you might be being hunted or watched.
You no longer have the "you can't sleep here, there are monsters nearby" message.
As I step to the door, I suddenly remember that there are a few levers I did not pull.
Watch. The elevator's gonna go up 3 feet and then we're gonna fall through the floor.
Getting in the elevator and just leaning up against the minecart that I left in there.
Fine, no levers. And Philly just enters the elevator.
There's a lever right there beside you. You can pull for us.
And she pulls the lever.
Dove just can't help but like slap the minecart and be like, "This baby can fit so many crystals in it."
To be true though.
Pull the lever, Croc.
And the enemy pulls the lever, and the floor gives out from beneath us.
It drops you guys 1,000 feet to your deaths. Man, what a short campaign.
Hey, 2 losses.
I don't think we've hit the. We've annoyed the DM that much to get the rocks fall, everyone dies stunned.
The elevator does creak and whine, and as it winches its way back up to the entrance.
I put the smithing tools back on the rack as I passed them, since I don't
You
have
gotta
to
put them
use
back. Alright,
anymore.
fair enough.
I mean, I was only borrowing them.
Fair, yeah.
Yes, I'm just borrowing this knife. Indefinitely.
And I'll keep this bow and warhammer for me for now.
And your escorts are, you know, they look a little bit surprised, but very relieved to see you. As, you know, they heard some crazy sounds from down below, and they feared the worst.
I do believe we have managed to take care of your infestation problem, and we might have found where the said problem might have come from.
Your expansion plans. We'll save this for our employer. Please, escort us, if you don't mind. In
All the
style.
abominations encountered have been dealt with.
Truly. Well, thank you very kindly for your assistance. You're all safe and hale and hearty, I suppose,
Never better.
aside from the exhaustion you might be feeling?
I could use a massage.
I am doing just fine on my end.
See the other guys. And Philomene just pulls out the what I assume to be large sight-like appendage that she's been carrying.
Oh, God! Well, that does look like at least part of the thing that seemed to be riding shotgun on the herd of the. Well, did you see any of the weird things with like the holes on their backs?
Small ones? Ugh, yes.
All
Too many.
been dealt with.
We set them on fire.
And then bless them to death.
Well done.
I do warn you if you go down there, they don't smell good when cooked.
Cleanup was not our job, so have fun with that.
No, that's totally fair.
As you
Thank
said,
you.
this one is indeed in need of a rest.
Thank you. Absolutely. We'll go ahead. We'll escort you back. Be able to take a rest once you've arrived. We, again, at least for our parts, we thank you for what you've done for us.
Oh, of course.
It was my pleasure, and
I look
I
forward.
cannot speak for the rest of the party, but I can say it was my pleasure.
I look forward to hearing that from your king.
This party has but fulfilled its part of the arrangement.
They will kind of just nod crisply at that as they have no real grounds to argue, and they will begin to head back, leading you through the tunnels and the different shafts and whatnot to go back to the settlement where the Celestial Dwarves have set up their temporary camp. And that is where we will call today's session. And we'll pick up next time as you guys arrive back and get to report on everything that you've done.
Mug.
Well done.
Mug. Mug. You know.
What's up, homie?
You know those magic words I want to hear.
I'm afraid the time has not yet come.
Fuck.
Oh, you hoping for another level?
Yes. Oh, I want that level 3 so
You will
bad.
not have to wait very long, I assure you, but it is unfortunately not yet.
Yeah, it's like I'm already making plans for what my level 3. I know what my packed boon is gonna be, but
yeah, I want my
that
style. I
really
want
throws
my
planning out of the
subclass.
weirdness.
I can't blame Slappy. I already know what vow I'm gonna take.
That was some very cool shit. So, there was an ability that was never identified, but it did an incredible amount of work on behalf of the party there in the last couple of rounds.
Was the untested resolve?
Untested resolve. So part of untested resolve is if a player rolls a natural 20 on an attack, save, check, or other roll during combat, the creature gains vulnerability to the next source of damage to harm it. Which is why Love did 34 damage twice.
Ah, that's what that was.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank
So-
you, Fairy Fire. I take credit for that.
Because I was wondering why 17 looked like a lot more than 17 on the bar.
Yep. It was pretty incredible. That happened twice.
So that backhand actually served quite well.
Oh,
It sure did. That was one of the ones where I was like, oh, that's gonna come in handy.
Hell yes. Oh my god.
And it honestly was a good thing you ended it where you did, because had it ended its turn in restraint and put that aura on somebody, that was over 110 damage you had done, which even reduced to half is 55 damage.
It would have
to then
erased.
split between everybody. Probably would have been a wipe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you said, just kill it fast.
Just kill it. Just like I know it's tracking, but just kill it because it's gonna keep doing free damage. Just kill it. Kill it now.
Well, it's dead now.
Yes.
We got
Oh
it.
my god.
It was really cool.
Oh, yeah, those
It didn't
hits.
have an entry wound. It got an exit wound though.
Yes, those fucking hits. Oh my god, I did fucking 68 damage.
Yeah.
2 turns.
You sure did, yeah.
Oh.
After Zelda revived me, I was ready to rush it, to get right back on my
get
feet
it
and
down.
rush it.
I was
actually
gonna.
trying to set it on fire. That was my plan. I was like, I was going to try and coat it in oil and then set it on fire for some continuous damage.
I was
thinking
ready to
about-
go up like cat claws with it.
Mm.
For one.
I was thinking about
It's-
one who leans his bonfire, but that's concentration, and Bless would have been lost.
Yeah. It's the obvious strategy. You say it blows us up on turn 4. Just don't let it see turn 4.
Just kill it on turn 3, right?
Oh, so glad we did. Yeah, because that guy, when you're talking about free damage on there, and like when it blew up and it did its free damage to me, I was on like 3. I had 3 hit points left. Like, I only have 12 hit points. So like I'm
Yeah, that's
so
why
blessed.
I was ready to like get you up as soon as that happened, but
It's very, very
thankfully nobody went down to it.
mercifully, yeah.
Yeah, we had two more turns against it before
For properly.
Zora had his shots on him. So
Yep. Zora got
Yeah,
it down.
I'm now in the habit of now threatening the virtual dice. I have a selection of dice here that have been rolling. Before I logged on and everything, I have been rolling to make sure that they would roll reasonably well. I'm not asking for perfection. I'm asking for non-consistent ones. And
I don't know what it is. I think perhaps the dice needed a sacrifice. A player died this week, and they have been very kind to the players since.
Ah, Lolo, thank you for the sub.
You're welcome. And also, yeah, I've read that the Foundry dice are of the more random out there.
They got a good formula. Well, I guess it's just the bias of when we suffer.
I know, right?
Yeah, because the party on Monday who had a player character death, like, they had been bullied by the dice in their fight before that player character died, and they crit 3 times in 1 round.
Oh.
And it was just like,
Jesus.
the dice apparently wanted you guys to offer up a blood sacrifice, and then they were gonna help.
That's
That's rough.
for us. That once I started doing the whole, I'm seriously going to set up my dice. That's when they started rolling reasonably well for us.
Well, and the interesting thing is, Phelan and me actually went down but didn't die, and we kept on getting our good rolls then after that.
Honestly, I honestly expected to go down because I had its attention full on, and I expected that any attack from the creature combined with the aura explosion would be more than I could handle.
Yeah, we're level 2. You know, you can only tank so much. As much as as much good as you got, you can only tank so much.
I did pretty well on everything, but like the 1-2 punch from that combo that no one could have.
Yep. The unfortunate fact that you just got straight punched in the mouth.
Wow. Yeah.
It was just like, nah, squish. That was pretty unfortunate.
Yep.
But you did an incredible job. Just overall, honestly, the whole entire dungeon, tanking the damage, being the front line. That was pretty impressive. It was very cool.
Well, that's what I built her for. She's very much aimed at protection of travelers on the road, protection of her companions, and yeah, that's her whole shtick.
We had our roles quite well filled. That fairy fire was I'd love when that shit actually lands. Like, that shit's so important to have them fail the dex
that was
checks.
worrying me because it's a turn to set up where you're not doing damage, but that was worth it, I think.
Well, that's part of my thing, is I'm not...
Because we kept advantage the whole fight.
Yeah. I'm just glad that finally one of these damn things failed its
Yeah, right.
check.
Yeah,
That means that we didn't have to keep it in one spot. Yes, I had to keep concentration, but as long as it wasn't in that one spot.
Exactly.
And that Bless was putting in a lot of help as well. It was making even attacks against its higher AC turn into successes. That was pretty clutch. Yeah, no, that was, as far as I'm concerned, that was an example of a perfectly executed cooperative engagement.
Fuck yeah.
You guys used your buffs, you used your debuffs, and you used them exceptionally well. Set each other up for success.
'Cause,
And were able to do the absolute impossible. You consider you did 68 damage to the creature at level 2.
Nah. Fucking
Oh,
wild.
68?
Yeah,
We
seeing
came up one short.
Fair. Yeah, bummer.
Seeing you can't double things. It ran up at 68 or 69. But yeah, seeing a creature with consistent advantage conferred against it is like, just drooling. A rogue is drooling at that.
Oh yeah, it's
'Cause
cool.
I don't have
shit.
to hide, and you don't have to be engaged with it. It's just free. It's free sneak attack. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so delicious.
Cool
Like I
shit.
said, I'm not trying to make, a min-max character. I'm making a character here.
Oh, yeah.
And given my backstory and everything, it makes sense to have the ability to, support the others.
I love support.
Amelie, we got the Bless. I'm going to be having Bless come level 3. But picking up Hex now, because I wasn't going to pick that up. But with that ring, it's like, I have the equivalent of, I've got my own I've got the Warlock version of Hunter's Mark, essentially.
And it also makes them bad at things. There's the stat that there are definitely choice attributes to confer disadvantage to that Hex does. Wait, that's right. We homebrew this. You homebrew this, Mog. You make it so that it's also saving throws.
Yep, I make it so Hex
Fuck.
actually hex a motherfucker.
Jesus, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be wild. Okay, so thank you so much for hanging out, everyone. Thank you, Mog, for running this game. I'm gonna go ahead and
Absolutely, thank you guys for playing.
And I will be popping on joystick in a little bit, before too long, I hope. And we'll be back here, at least 2 of us will be back here tomorrow for Storm Riders, Fucking finally. No Mondo,
Finally.
but we will be thinking back to the murder mystery we've been dealing with. And then, oh god, and then Sunday, we have the big fight. Dealing with all the vampire blood drive bullshit. Fucking Shidani.
Vampire blood drive, yeah.
Shidani and her rival are finally throwing down in a monk battle, one-on-one, to prove
that'll be cool.
to prove some shit in the monastery. And it's gonna be fucking rad. I cannot wait. I've been gearing up for that one for a long time.
Hell yeah.
But we will see you all next time. Until then, stay easy.
Yeah. I'll see you guys next week. Enjoy. Have a good night. Thanks again for playing.
See you all.
Bye,
Thank you for having
everybody.
us.